All right, welcome back once again on our Monday evening. Got a lot of cloud cover. Again, we started the day, we had some sunshine. That is long gone. First alert headlines. You see Frankie the dog there. Look at that, dressed up like a ghost. Halloween, of course, right around the corner. Rain chances, that's what leads for scattered shower opportunities Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning. Again, that opportunity perhaps for a snowflake or two. Certainly no accumulation expected. So if that's what you're looking for, don't get excited for that. Halloween outlook, clear and cool, chilly out there by the time I think the trick-or-treaters are out. The good news, no tricks, just treats out there, at least in terms of our weather. So first look forecast, we're going to start, move us through 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Notice a couple raindrops trying to come down in a few spots. Again, few and far between overnight. We'll get kind of a thicker cloud cover tomorrow. By 9 a.m. we start to see a little more of that light rain try to spread across the region by 3 o'clock. And again, winds out of the north picking up as well, north-northeast. Could see gusts of 30+ miles per hour in some spots. But then we start to look at 8 p.m. Notice now we're getting those darker shades of green, the yellow. That indicates we're going to see some heavier shower activity potentially. Then we're going to stop. How about this 1 o'clock on Wednesday morning? Good opportunity for at the very least moderate showers, in particular Fargo up through Grand Forks and spreading to northwest Minnesota and down to James River Valley. Then we're starting to see a little bit of this pink, a little bit of this blue. That is some chance for a little frozen precipitation, a little snow to come down. Not going to stick. Again, certainly not everyone going to see it. That will be few and far between if we see any of that at all. Again, we've got as wet flakes may mix in. Overall, too warm for any snow to stick, and it is mainly going to be rain. But just want to let you know, how about this severe storm risk, marginal, southeasternmost areas of viewing area. Don't think we're going to see that. But again, that opportunity is going to be there. Take a look at our rainfall potential jumping right into Wednesday afternoon. As much as a ½ inch in some locations, others about a ¼ inch in those exterior regions there right on the fringes. We've got a 1/10 inch of rain. Right now 58 cloudy Fargo, 55 cloudy in Grand Forks. A little bit of sunshine trying to poke through. Temperatures now 50s and 60s. We did see some low 70s a couple of hours ago. You see the clouds spreading across the region, most of the region, some still getting sunshine like at Devil's Lake Basin. You see rainfall, little snow off to our south and west. Again, winds picking up tomorrow, highs mid-40s to upper 50s, 53 Bemidji, 47 Langdon, 58 Fargo. Next couple days, low 50s to upper 50s tomorrow. Again, that chance for shower, especially late in the day and overnight. Early Wednesday, then by Wednesday afternoon, we get a little bit of sunshine back. But check out these highs, low 40s, mid 40s. But Halloween, it'll be a sunny day, generally sunny, mostly sunny, dry, not a lot of wind, but 43 the high, 28 the low. Warming back up a little bit. Chance of rain again this coming weekend, and we need some of that rain.
We could use the rain.
Yeah, thanks, Russ. Later here at 6, Teaching the Teachers. We'll show you a new free program that educators are calling a game changer. Next.
People